So here we see the great kavod that we give every single person. We don't want to offend anybody, chaz v'shalom. And also related to Gemara, we said on Masechet Nedarim yesterday, another opinion. Why is it that some of the children of people that are so righteous, tzaddikim, they don't turn out to be the same as their parents? It says because their parents used to call people chamorim, meaning to say, when a parent does all the good things, but in their heart they don't have kavod for other people, they could go by the book 100%, but they lost the entire book. And here the Torah teaches us in the Gemara, and subsequently also we see in the halachot, that of course we want to comply with halakha, but we also have to understand where it is and why it is that we do what we do, to honor other people, never to lose kavod or to offend anybody anytime whatsoever. So the halakha over here is, what about a blind person to go up to the Sefer Torah? So normally, initially, when you would be called up to the Sefer Torah, you would also read the parasha itself, not only say the brachot. So here the Shulchan Aruch brings that we do not call a blind person to the Sefer Torah because he cannot read. The question is, today nobody reads when they go up to the Sefer Torah. The Chazan, the rabbi, reads, and you say, Baruch Hashem Vorach. And so there is a machloket. It says the Kaf HaChaim that we have many halachic authorities to rely on to be able to call a blind person to the Sefer Torah, given that the rabbi or the Chazan will be reading from the Sefer Torah. Certainly if there's a place that already had a minhag to call a blind person to the Sefer Torah, we continue to call them and we don't want to offend them. But interestingly, a blind person that's also deaf and cannot hear and cannot see and can barely speak, that is a little bit more sensitive, and we should not call them up to the Sefer Torah and try to do it in a way that they don't get offended. But more importantly, a person that's called up to the Sefer Torah, you say, for example, David ben Yaakov, right? So what if the father of this person, Yaakov, became a kofar, went and converted to a different religion, went against Am Yisrael, and it's really not kavod to call you and say, you, the son of your father, that everyone's going to hear their name, it's going to be an embarrassment. What do you do? So over there says the Kaf HaChaim, the Shulchan Aruch, the Ramah, that we call the person the son of their grandfather. So for example, David ben, if his grandfather was Abraham, whatever, so we do that as to not mention the name of a person that has done so much damage to Am Yisrael. However, because we're sensitive to the kavod of the person, if since they're bar mitzvah, they've been called up to the Torah with their father's name, and only later on their father drifted away and has gone apart from Am Yisrael, we continue to call them with their father's name because we don't want to offend them. So really, again, al tareu, al na'achai al tareu, not to do bad, cause bad or harm or emotional sensitivities to other people. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen ve'amen. Please join us for some delicious coffee.